Bien, nos quedamos aquí a ver el cilindro. Veamos el cilindro avanzar. Chicos, acercaros un poquito. Está calentico. ¡Quema! Señor Tranquilico.
This is not the story of the one. The one encompasses too much, crushing everything and making it the same. No. This is the story of the many, who are blessed with difference and rich in strangeness. This is the story of a family. Once upon a time, in the age of the eternal cylinder, there lived a family of little creatures called the Trebum. Trebum are not the strongest, nor the fastest, and they do not have sharp teeth. They would make easy prey for the terrible force that came to their planet. But Trebum are loyal and resourceful and very, very stubborn. It is with such a Trebum that our story begins. One clever little creature born into a cruel world who would be instrumental in bringing prosperity to its kind. Run, something inside him said, run.
Empezamos bien. Esto rueda, bien, rueda, coleguita. ¿Cómo estaba rodando? No. Vale, me tengo que hacer todavía. Vale, creo que ya he pillado el. Wow. Pues nada, tira para adelante. Tira. El cilindrito mágico, ¿eh?
The great crushing thing, the great cylinder, had stopped. Perhaps it was safe here for a little while. How quickly it learned to use its legs and its trunk. But these things were not so much learned as they were remembered. Perhaps the little Trebum thought they were a gift from the strange voice it heard in its mind. That too was a kind of memory.
Gracias por dejarme tu caquita aquí. Y se comía con la...
Just when it was starting to get used to its legs, the food from the jumping creature gave it new ones. With the right substance as a catalyst, a Trebum can transform and adapt to many challenges.
Vale. O sea, me he comido una cosa de esa otra criatura que tenía las patas largas. Y se ha como que ha mutado. Vale. Entonces ahora se supone que... ¿Qué más cosas podremos comer de aquí? Ah, todo. Las cositas estas pequeñitas también. Ajá, está absorbiendo cosas. A ver, vamos a salir de aquí.
The Trebum was drawn to a bright light, or perhaps to the creature next to it. Except for the grass growing on the old one's head, they were very much alike. Surrounded by this light, the Trebum knew things it had not known before. It knew the older Trebum had carried this light for a long, long time. And it knew that now that responsibility had passed to the next generation. Yes, this young Trebum had to carry the light to those great towers in the distance. It could have stayed here to learn many old things, but the cylinder would not allow it.
Ok.
Run, the inner voice said, run. The towers would not stop the cylinder unless they were activated.
Ok.
The voice inside the Trebum's memories assured it
¿Qué coño
that
es
while
eso?
the tower stood, the Trebum
Es un
would be
culo
safe.
con un ojo
The
y dientes.
power of the eternal cylinder was contained for now.
Señor culo.
This relative tranquility gave the Trebum a chance to think about its family. Trebum are not meant to live alone, so
Hola, señor
where were
caracol.
the others? Our young friend had found an egg, a Trebum egg, with one of his siblings inside. The egg had been abandoned, but it could still be made to hatch. All that was needed was a source of heat.
Una fuente de calor. A ver. Hola. Introduce nombre. Huele. ¿Esta agua es bebible? El camino a seguir. No es demasiado joven para cruzar a nado. Mira los rayos de luz que provienen de las torres activadas. Apuntarán objetivos o áreas de interés. Ok.
It was hard for the Trebum to know what to do or where to go. But the friendly voice suggested this was not the right way. To find your path, it said, you must follow the beam of light that emanates from the tip of the tower and stay away from the deep waters where the old things dwell.
Ok. Willy, vamos a explorar. Vamos a seguir el rayo de luz. Y cuidado con los culos y las cosas raras, ¿vale? Por ejemplo, con esa cosa, sea lo que sea, ¿vale?
Finding another Trebum was a cause for joy, but this new friend was not well. Deep inside the memories it had inherited, the Trebum found the answer. To recover, its friend needed a very specific substance which appeared as glittering clusters of crystal dust. This dust was not natural. Only a great Trebum could create it. And so it was on the achievements of previous generations that the newborn Trebum would have to rely. Luckily, it seemed a wise and powerful Trebum had passed through here some time ago.
Este tiene rayitas. Vamos a llamarle... Rayi.
This door had been built for Trebum. It gave them hope that in this large and dangerous world,
Whippy.
some places had been made for them.
Claro que sí, somos los Treban.
Somehow this ancient statue transferred knowledge to the Trebum.
Cubo orgánico.
It was as if a memory had been stored inside it, waiting for someone to absorb it. And as soon as this knowledge had entered their minds, the Trebum realized that there was a great library of information hidden away in the web of their memories. But why was the knowledge of a specific ingredient placed here in this Trebum made of stone?
A ver. Comer. ¿Comer? Comer. Me lo he comido. ¡Uh! ¡Ah! Willy es un cubo ahora, ¿eh? ¡Ah! Willy. Muy bien. Gurumo el anciano. Willy, muy bien hecho.
Inside the cave, the Trebum found a living elder. It had been waiting in this chamber for a long, long time. The elder told them it was happy to see some friends before the cylinder came. It said, "You are young, so you never knew the time when our people could shapeshift at will. We Trebum are inheritors of a vast tree of abilities, abilities passed on to all future Trebum. But this power is being taken away. Beware the servants of the cylinder. They will seek to hurt you at every opportunity, and they have the power to rob you of your abilities. But if you persevere, one day you will find a way to protect yourselves from their evil light. Farewell, my brave friends. I fear I am too old and tired to join you. May you find a way to prosper in this time of struggles."
No, señor anciano, acompáñenos. Adiós, señor Gurumo el anciano. Que le sea leve el cilindro cuando le pase por encima. Lo siento.
It was not easy to leave the cave, but the elder had urged them to go forward.
Pues sí.
Suddenly they felt the weight of their many tasks. To find their Trebum siblings, to restore the powers their people had lost. And it all seemed a little daunting. But even when they are afraid, Trebum are stubborn.
Hielo. Vale. Pues venga. ¿Te vienes con nosotros? Yellow. Vamos a ir hacia allá, ¿vale? A correr a todos, tía. Venga.
The cylinder resumed its destruction. Nothing could stop it forever.
Ya. A correr. Venga.
They needed to
Venga,
roll
chicos.
to safety to find another tower to protect them quickly.
Vamos a buscar otra torre, ¿eh? Allí. Oye. Me canso pronto, ¿eh? Lo suyo sería ir en línea recta todo lo posible, pero claro. Saltando. Sí. Vamos a ir saltando. ¿Por dónde va? Vale, hemos llegado a tiempo. Estamos los 4. ¡Yupi! Bien, nos quedamos aquí a ver el cilindro. Veamos el cilindro avanzar. Dios, se lo lleva todo por delante, ¿eh? Chicos, acercaros un poquito. Está calentico. ¡Quema!
The Trebum found themselves almost as lost as they had been in the beginning.
Pues sí, amigo narrador.
The voice in their memories comforted them. It was only natural to be confused, it said.
Yeah.
They had been born into a strange, broken world, cut off from the history of their ancestors. Everyone was a little lost these days. What mattered was to keep going, to keep looking for answers, to keep carrying the light they held within them, the light that stopped the cylinder. In this strange, eerie temple, the Trebum felt something stir in their memories. There was a great power in this place. Something from the days when even the elders were young. Perhaps it could help them.
Pájaros. Ajá. Comer. Rayi. Piel entomófila. Provoca que crezca un parche de pelo semejante a la hierba en la piel de los trebum que caen... Que atrae... Creo que atraía moscas. Ah, ah. Vente, vente. Veníos. Ahora.
The trebum were disoriented for a moment. Something new had entered their memories and they needed to make sense of it. It seemed to be a map. And on this map, a location had been marked. If they understood correctly, there was some manner of serpent, a guardian, a greater being of some kind somehow linked to a safe haven. Could they find refuge there? Their ancestors must have created this map for a reason.
Well,
What manner of strange beast lurked behind the cylinder? The trebum were deeply unsettled by this new mystery. But though some part of them was curious, they were certain it would be best not to find out.
¿Listos?